Yeah, if y'all ain't seen the movie Machete, go watch the movie Machete. The Machete. That was my fucking movie, bro. I love that fucking movie.
Even more releases, because that's really what they have in mind. This has nothing to do with asylum. Everyone knows this is a pretext and this is a fraud. Anyone who pretends otherwise plays into the hands of Biden and the criminal cartels. This is about Biden's lawless and criminal misconduct. The most important reform needed right now is a total ban on Biden using taxpayer dollars to free illegal aliens and criminal penalties for administrative non-compliance, which happens every single...
Hold the fuck up. This nigga done, I don't know if rostered and fucking bamboozled and swindled how many thousands upon thousands of motherfucking dollars?
...minute of every single day.
Amid stunning charges of tax evasion and being dubbed a riot criminal, Donald Trump released a new video on his social media account criticizing President Joe Biden's border policy. Biden has shredded the system and is destroying our country, said Trump in a short video statement. Trump has remained silent on the recent developments over Jan 6 riot hearing and the House decision to release his tax reports. This is the second video he has released as part of his political campaign for a rerun in 2024.
Far more illegal immigrants have entered the United States in the last 2 years than at any time in American history, and by a massive margin. We've never seen anything like it. Our country is under invasion. Days ago, 16,000 illegal aliens were encountered crossing the border in a single 48-hour period. A colossal migrant caravan recently poured across the Rio Grande and into the streets of
now let's talk about the fucking borders in the first place. I got an issue with the borders, but it ain't the issue that he talking about. I got an issue. Why can't? But hold the fuck up. Americans are going to across the borders and they're living there because rent is cheaper, gas is cheaper. But they're coming back to the United States to work. So how is that fucking fair? How is that fucking fair? How is that fucking fair? It's just the sense that make none. Yes, it should be standards and morals. They gotta remember they made this shit.
Paso, Texas, and the people and the police didn't know what to do about it. It is truly a massive invasion. Any form of amnesty now would be a catastrophe. It rewards Joe Biden's lawlessness, and it rewards the criminal cartels, and it rewards everyone who has broken the laws of our nation, because they've never done anything to our country like they're doing right now.
Okay, so what? I smuggle some money, but they smuggling drugs. But guess what? It's a shit show, for real. This is the shit show that guy was talking about. This is the shit show. This is why I won't smoke weed no more. And you're not about to get me with no fucking fentanyl. I'm not about to drink around nobody. I ain't about to smoke not a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. And I seen on the news they are just so happy because I don't watch the fucking news. But they said they managed to smuggle. I'm not saying they did. I'm not saying Hispanics did. But more than likely, fucking police had something to do with that shit. So like, how is it getting in? Because the police, all they gotta do is show a badge. They ain't gotta show nobody what's in their bag, what they carrying, none of that shit. or they try to pay somebody to get it across the border or whatever because they're trying to find a way to live. So that's the damn police. That's the government system. That's these fucking fucked up ass federal agents. These people that got the know-how in the plugs. That's them. Child traffickers. That be in corporation businesses doing this shit though. And that's soon to come out. I'm gonna be leaking that information too when I start. I'm gonna start a Patreon. I'm gonna start putting a lot of motherfuckers on blast from the past for real. But when I see all this shit happen, like when you see they put you through, they try to put you in jail for fucking no reason, for defending yourself, for protecting your children. When they put you in jail for all this shit, and you get to see how they really fucking move. No wonder why all this shit is happening. But you want to make it hard on the people that are coming, that y'all asked us to come and help heal this planet, heal the system that y'all fucked up. Yes, absolutely, all drugs must go at this point. Because it's become a fucking... Hell, fucking, you know, I'm not trying to be funny, but fucking a suicide risk. At the point, I live with chronic body pain. Mind you, I need to smoke weed. But I've been absolutely fucking sober as fuck because I just don't want to be, I don't want to be drugged. I don't want to be raped. I don't want to have the potential. I want to stay away from all the fucking potentials of that bullshit even happening to me. Thank God, God guided me. Like, seriously. But, shit crazy. That's why I put this shit on my Facebook, months ago. I was not fucking playing. That shit was no fucking joke. These motherfuckers, they is tracking people with these fucking air tags. They is motherfucking lacing people shit with fentanyl. Only a little bit. It only take a little bit to knock your ass out. Babies, mamas, and boy, I fucking fell out in tears when I seen this mother had been fucking laced. She went out to drink, didn't know shit, lost her babies because somebody decided to lace her shit. She got in a fucking car wreck on the way home. I've had instances like that. I've had that shit happen to me before. Not to the point where I had my children in the car. I was totally by myself. But God knows how I made it home. God knows how I made it home. Wasn't not a police officer motherfucking around or nothing. I don't know. And my car was towed the fuck up. And I mean tow up. That motherfucker was towed up. I had over damn near $2,000, almost $2,000, damn near $3,000 in damages. And I was just like, that was years ago. And that's when I did drink and I went out. And for the most part, I was by myself, but I really believe somebody at the bartender did that shit. Because I had put my cup behind the bar. And then I end up blacking out and spazzing out, and that makes sense because that was one I frequent with an ex of mine. So, of course, these karmic men got karmic shit going on, and they don't even know how They could be being set up artists is setting up other people, and they being set up at the same fucking time. There's too much data and all other kind of bullshit going on. Too much. And then it's like, I look back at it now like, damn, that's what the fuck. Like, no. Shit's not even cool. Like, people don't even know. Child trafficking shit ain't even cool. This ain't none of this shit cool. These babies, these teenagers, these adults and shit coming up missing, and motherfuckers just, they ain't no fun this shit. Like, this shit is unfathomable. Like, and that reader is right. I could not fathom nor have the gumption to know how to even connect and actually do this type of shit. Nigga, I wouldn't be able to sleep. I wouldn't be able to function. The way that I work and I function, I can't barely hold my own other people's toxic emotions. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning how to release that shit from people projecting on me. Doing it well. Because I've been doing really fucking good for a long time. Like, I would really hurt a motherfucker behind my babies. I really would hurt a motherfucker behind my babies. And that's not even cool. Behind anyone that I fucking love, I would hurt the fuck out of somebody. Like, confirmation. Like, you wouldn't be able, if I was to catch you in the act, I would fuck you up on sight. There wouldn't be, oh, mommy knew about it. No, the fuck it wouldn't be. I know. I don't play them type of games at all. Shit. My children remember a lot of shit. And that's why I really fucking protect my babies the way I do. They remember a lot of shit, and they, eventually, and I know that's how children function, because I was one at one time that was abused when I was younger. I didn't open up to my mom until after I had my first child. Till I was fucking grown. I didn't open up to my mom until I was grown. And it was a trigger for me. Because I had already told my ex-husband, I said, I'm scared to have babies. Like, I'm scared to bring them into this world. For some reason, my fucking, that had to be my higher self telling me, like, get ready. I can't express to you how precious your children are and how precious my children are to me. So I wouldn't fuck somebody up. Like, or anybody else over any other fucking child. I don't give a fuck if the child was mine or not. Like, I don't play them type of games. That shit would torment my fucking soul. That's why me and my children have the fucking bond and the open relationship that we do have, the fucking bomb-ass communication that we have, because I was just, like, really determined not to have my children go through the same shit that I went through. And you think, oh, well, you're grown now. You won't be drugged. You won't be raped. And they want to keep you silent about that shit. They don't want you to speak up about it, and they don't want you to speak up on it. But you should. I don't give a fuck if you're a man, you're a woman, or whatever. You really should. You should speak up on it. you should speak up on it because, for one, your story helps heal other people, and it helps them to know that they're not alone. It helps them to know that it does not matter how big or how small, what race, what color that they are, that these things happen to everybody and anybody. It could happen to anybody. And the most sickest shit is to find out your own family been setting your ass up for years. And it was just like, oh, well, let's keep doing it type shit. Like, my daughter, let me tell you, my babies are very fucking smart. Very, 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 very fucking smart. That's why motherfuckers should really watch what they fucking do. I suggest my exes stay the fuck away from me. There is not a fucking thing that y'all could ever fucking say or do to even make me want to be around you, to have a conversation with you. I love children. When you know better, you do better. My children have a trust with me because I can feel it. Like, I know my baby wants to talk to me. I know all my babies do, but, you know, they want to have that talk with me. Like, Mom, da da da. Whatever is bothering them, I don't give a fuck. We got a code. Hey, something's going on. Mama looking busy. You know you need to have a talk with me. It can't wait. Get my attention. You know how to get my attention. We talk about it. We're going to keep talking about it. Shit. And I can't express to you how important it is to keep not, they say, oh, you're not supposed to be your child's best friend, but you are. But you're also supposed to set those boundaries to where they know that they can not only trust you and talk to you, but also confining you where they need to. They know the boundary of what their responsibilities are and their duties and what yours are and how that works as a team. And how no one should be coming in between that. So that's important. I really express that. You know, it starts with dietary, it starts with healing. I've been through a lot, so I know a lot. And I really do ask that, you know, you reach out to me. Email communityworldgarden.88@gmail.com if you need some help, some guidance, some real life experience, guidance and healing. For healing the inner child, that's my profession. I've dealt with it from finances, this whole worldly thing. See, the dog, there it go again. Dog will never do this shit. Ever. You should really pay attention to the animals when they are doing things like that. They are telling it stuff is going on around, you know. And I really feel that anyways. Because I feel like I'm about to have to do something. And I'm just like, okay, God. Faith. Walk by faith, not by sight. Get you somewhere every time. So, this man that had me go on the whole fucking rant, and this motherfucker right here. Y'all heard me record before I this time they never do that shit. Motherfucker be quiet.
Biden has ordered it to be open, and because Biden has broken the law and torn it into shreds. He has shredded our system, and he's destroying our country. Biden inherited a flawless deportation system that was working like never before. In our history, we never did so well on the border as we were doing just a short time ago under the Trump administration. Giving Biden more resources will simply translate to even more releases, because that's really what they have in mind. This has nothing to do with asylum. Everyone knows this is a pretext, and this is a fraud. Anyone who pretends otherwise plays into the hands of Biden and the criminal cartels. This is about Biden's lawless and criminal misconduct. The most important reform needed right now is a total ban on Biden using taxpayer dollars to free illegal aliens and criminal penalties for administrative non-compliance, which happens every single minute of every single day.
Amid stunning charges of tax evasion and being dubbed a riot criminal, Donald Trump released a new video on his social media account criticizing President Joe Biden's border policy. Biden has shredded the system and is destroying our country, said Trump in a short video statement. Trump has remained silent on the recent developments over Jan 6 riot hearing and the House decision to release his tax reports. This is the second video he has released as part of his political campaign for a rerun in 2024.
Far more illegal immigrants have entered the United States in the last 2 years than at any time in American history, and by a massive margin. We've never seen anything like it. Our country is under invasion. Days ago, 16,000 illegal aliens were encountered.
Tired of hearing this fucking seeing his mouth.
As crews work to dig out the Snowden region around Buffalo, New York.
They talking about I had my best friend, she was illegal. I don't think she is no more. I don't know, because I ain't talked to her no more. But the way that they use people, for real, is disrespectful. I'm not even gonna lie. I was thinking about that earlier today. You know what I'm saying? If I would have known, like, her dad was on drugs and he had issues and everything like that, I wouldn't have never had my mama letting them borrow money and stuff like that. Like, it's just crazy. It's just real crazy. I understand people got problems, but at the same time, you should heal shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you get a chance to. You have the opportunity to heal. I'll try my damnedest. Damn, did it really fucking snow? Did it already snow there? Wow. Mm-mm. Won't you just freak out? Damn. Shit.
Open enrollment is here, and it's important you get.
That's crazy, man.
Consider a trip to Tahoe this weekend.
And of course, Jordan Torbert has everything you need to know about your morning commute.
And let's check in with meteorologist Rob Krolmark. He's been warning us about this for days now, Rob. So what do we need to know this morning?
Well, I think the key with all of this is just knowing what you're getting into. You know, there's lots of people that are going to make the drive into the mountains today because it is a good travel day. The roads are going to be in much better shape than, say, tomorrow. But just know that the environment you're going into is going to be very stormy up high. And if you're in the valley, it's going to be very stormy down low as well. But today is a dry day, a day to make those storm preparations, cleaning out the leaves, just getting ready for an all-day storm on Saturday with a bit of a gap on Sunday. So the rain and snow moves in tonight. It'll be raging before sunrise early tomorrow morning. So I think one of the secrets with this is that it's going to be very windy as well. Now, if you remember, we had a storm last night. It started after sunset or right around sunset, and it's still lingering around between Merced and Fresno at the moment, also with some light lingering snow in the mountains right now. But there is not that much of a gap. By tonight, it's game on for rain and snow yet once again. So we're going to make the most of this cloudy weather. Temperatures moving from the 40s into the low 50s, so it's not going to be very warm today and cloudy all day long. But your checklist is pretty simple. You don't need an umbrella today. It is a dry day ahead, but you got to make those weekend storm plans because it is going to happen. So, Bridget, you made the trip into the mountains, and a lot of people are going to make the trip today no matter what. How are the roads? How are things looking right now?
Well, my advice, Rob, is if you need to go to Tahoe this weekend, start earlier than later because the roads aren't horrible right now, but things are going to get dicey as that heavy snow moves in tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow could see as much as 3 feet of snow just in that one speck of time. So consider what the roads are going to look like. You're not going to want to be on them. This is the snow we're looking at here in Nyack. I have my little snowball here that I made momentarily. It's beautiful. It's compact, but it gets icy as the temperatures dip. I do want to show you what fell overnight with this handy dandy ruler I have here. And as you can see, about 1 inch of snow through this area, but very soft to the touch, but does get a little slippery on the roads. Let's take a look around here. We have some semi-trucks staging by, chaining up before they hit the interstate once again. They are holding out because they know from experience that things can get treacherous really fast. There are always spin outs on these interstates, which is why Caltrans sees driver behind you and beside you, and if they're gonna slide on any ice, it can really cause a chain reaction. So travel not advised this weekend, especially not tomorrow. If you don't have to be up here, it's not something you want to do. A lot of winter events already canceled for the weekend as we brace for this next round of winter weather. We're talking about the
I just thank God that I'm not in my car right now. Me personally, shit, if I was in my car, I would just really go in a direction where there is not going to be no snow. Which is a hard thing to just kind of single out.
Digging out after a massive storm that brought blizzard-like conditions from Washington down into California. More than 4 feet of snow in parts of the Sierra Nevada. Drone video showing snow up to rooftops. While in metro areas below, rain. Strong wind pummeling millions. A system so dangerous. In Orange County, swiftwater rescue crews hoisting a man to safety after a flash flood tore through a drainage channel. In Sacramento County, a woman was trapped in her car for hours after a power line crashed into her windshield, unable to move until the lines all around her could be de-energized. While in higher elevations, zero visibility near Lake Tahoe, ski areas.
You know what's scary? People in Sacramento that's on fucking YouTube, they acting like this shit ain't even happening. Still being toxic as fuck.
Grateful for the snow dump, not for the wind that rocked lift chairs and ground some operations to a halt, like at Palisades Tahoe Resort.
What is the threshold for a shutdown in a storm like this?
It could be either visibility or high winds. We had winds up to 169 miles per hour at the top of our summit. So ultimately, we don't want people to be riding those lifts while it's very windy out there.
Now the powerful system making its way east, passing through the Great Plains and bringing the possibility of tornadoes in states like Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi. While the East Coast could see power outages, winter storms like
Who is
these
this?
could get late into the week.
Kate, as you can see, the rain has stopped for now, but it's expected to continue a little bit later tonight. But even with all of this rain, there are still pretty severe water restrictions in effect here in Los Angeles County. We have seen more rain than usual, more snow up in the mountains for this time of year, so there's a chance that these restrictions could be easing soon, but only if this type of wet weather continues throughout the winter.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top story.